you all up to speed of how I got my real ID. I got verified before the deadline of May 7, 2025. You will first see a news clip followed by my journey. I also stopped at McDonald's to get a cup of coffee and a breakfast sandwich, and it gave me back 2 rusty old pennies. I hate dirty money, and I hope that dirty money become a thing of the past. Greetings from Jacksonville, Arkansas. Today is Sunday, April the 27th, 2025. The time is approximately 1:45 p.m. You all, I'm going to try to make this video as quick as possible. I am not the owner of this video that I'm about to play from KARK Channel 4 News, and it is titled Central Arkansas Revenue Offices Stay Open Saturday to Ensure Real ID May 7th deadline. Anyways, what's going on is that I have been seeing this on the news, and I thought that it was just for people who don't have a valid driver's license or a state ID, you know, just to give them a chance to get it, because they were saying you can't fly on airplanes after May 7th, and it'll be illegal for you to step into a federal government building without a real ID. This is something additional to the real ID. Here goes.
Well, new today, time is ticking, and as of today, you have 11 more days to get your hands on a real ID. Now, those without one or a real ID equivalent by May 7th will not be able to fly or get into federal buildings.
Yeah, with that deadline quickly approaching, the state is doing everything it can to make sure that everyone has an opportunity to get their new ID. Today, revenue offices were open for special hours to accommodate this. Catherine Thornberry was out at Central Revenue Office downtown. She is back in studio with us. Catherine, I know we've been talking about all week long. We've seen long lines.
Long lines.
I mean, was it the same today?
Well, Jessica, I think that this extra day helped a lot of people out. Today, the lines were relatively short and they moved quickly. So it all comes down to whether or not you have all the documentation needed. We've seen it all week. One by one, the line moves and hours tick by. It's a nightmare a lot of people thought they'd walk into on Saturday, but that wasn't the case.
Within 30 minutes, I was in and I'm leaving out.
A few revenue offices in Central Arkansas stayed open this weekend to make sure everyone could get a real ID before the May 7th deadline. For Taylor Green, the extra hours are needed.
I work from 8 to 5, so it's like I'd have to probably take half a day or something like that to come up here and get a real ID.
But you'll need the right documentation.
So when I first walked in, she just stopped me and asked, do I have all the documents?
You'll need proof of identity, like your driver's license or other government-issued ID, a physical copy of your social security card, birth certificate or legal presence, and 2 proofs of residency.
Well, I don't have 2 forms. I have 1. So she sent me back. Well, basically, I'm coming to look for another one.
Some customers making an appointment, and other customers like Sharon Thompson, just happy to be able to come up here on her off day this weekend to mark one thing off of her to-do list.
You know, when they was telling me about it, I said, what? But I'm glad.
That revenue office is closed tomorrow, but opens back up Monday at 8 in the morning. If you don't have your real ID by May 7th, there's a list of real ID equivalents on our website. That's krk.com. Reporting live in studio, I'm Catherine.
Okay, y'all, I'm going to pause it right here. I got to go down to the revenue office myself. You will need your residency, so I'll have to gather my lease agreement. So I wonder if my utility bill would be proof of residency. And let's see what else, your social, your identification number. And so I'm going to go to KARK website, and I'm going to see exactly, and did they say birth certificate? So I'm going to see exactly what I will need to gather. I got to do this ASAP, y'all, because we're at the end of the month. So we have until May 7th, and this is the first time that I've ever known the revenue office where you get your driver's license or state ID to be open on a Saturday. So today is Sunday. They're closed, but they were open on yesterday and for extended hours, which would have been Saturday. So y'all, I'm going to include in the description box all the details regarding the real ID, and the purpose of this video is to be informative so that you don't be like I was. I've been seeing this video all week, and I kept saying, why do they keep, playing this on the news when, I'm good, I got my driver's license, and kind of find out It doesn't matter if you have a driver's license and passport. This is something additional security that the federal government is doing. I don't know if they're doing this just for the state of Arkansas or in all states, but greetings from Little Rock, Arkansas. Today is May 1st, 2025. I am at the DMV office. The time is approximately 8:57 a.m. in the morning. Y'all, I am here to get my real ID. Apparently, my driver's license isn't good enough. I believe starting May 7th, 2025 will be the deadline for everyone receiving a real ID. And so apparently it's something that the Department of Homeland Security is doing to combat terrorism and to make sure that everyone is legal in this country. So while I'm here, because I haven't been here since, it's been several years since I've been at this particular location, so I need to take another picture and I need to update my address because I actually live in Jacksonville. They still have like a Little Rock address for me. So I'll see you guys in my next video, or I might come back after I finish with the DMV. Y'all, I had some initial problems trying to print the original scan copy of my BC, and you gotta have all of that stuff, but we'll see if this will work. If not, I'm just gonna update my address on my driver's license and my photo. So you can see the line here at DMV in Little Rock, and so I'm just gonna keep you all posted. I'm just filming this for the record. Today is Thursday, May the 1st, 2025. And the time is right at about, I believe it's about 10:57 a.m. Hold on, let me look at the time. It's 10:59 a.m. in the morning. We're right at about 11. And I'm just gonna at least get one thing done. I was hoping to get both things done because they may or may not accept the way that the scanned copy of my original birth certificate printed. And so at least I'll update my address. And you can see the line back here. So again, this is Department of Motor Vehicles in Little Rock, Arkansas. Greetings from Jacksonville, Arkansas. Oh my God, y'all, I'm so used to saying that. Greetings from Little Rock, Arkansas. I am across from the Department of Motor Vehicle, and it is Thursday, May the 1st, 2025. The time is approximately 3:14 p.m. here in the state of Arkansas. You all, I am verified. I have my official, what they call it, real ID, and I can tell you based upon my experience, I was able to get things done all in one day, but you need to make sure that you do this before the deadline, which is in the state of Arkansas the last day to get your real ID from the DMV is May 7, 2025. You all, I got mine, and it's very important that you follow instructions, that you have everything that you need to verify. You need utility bills. I pretty much provided them with all of my utility bills, which shows my service address. I also had to update my address on my driver's license. And I'm glad I got this out of the way. Well, I'm getting ready to head back to my corner of the globe, which is Jacksonville. And of course, Little Rock is also I'm affiliate with it, both Little Rock and Jacksonville, all parts of Arkansas. and then some. I guess you can say I'm internationally known, so to speak, but you all, I'm glad I got that out the way, so I don't have to ever worry about whether or not if I have a real ID, because you know that if you don't have that verified real ID, that after the 7th, you will not be able to go and enter a government building. You will not be able to fly even domestically. You know, let's say if I was flying to New York or some other state domestically here in the United States, I would be refused, you know, to be able to board. So you cannot just have a regular driver's license. It's your driver's license, and then they're going to add something extra. I won't tell you what that extra is for security reasons, but they're going to put something extra on your official driver's license. Well, I'm glad I was able to get my real address updated on my driver's license, because the old one that I had, that was a temporary fixed mailing address. I've been in Jacksonville for several years now. You know, they were able to scan my personal information, again, you know, bills and whatnot, utility bills. With that note, I'm pretty much out. I'm getting ready to, let me flip the camera around and show you where I'm at. If I can do this. So you all, this is going to be another clip here. For some reason, I don't know, maybe on this device where you flip the camera around, maybe it's not. Oh, I know what it is. I'm in battery saver mode, and when I'm in battery saver mode, it does not allow me to flip so you can see where I'm at. Y'all, this DMV, there's several DMV offices in Little Rock, Arkansas, but this is the one over here by Arkansas Children's Hospital. It's a very busy location. I'm sure all of the locations are busy. So yeah, just make sure that you're official, that everything is straight. With that note, this is going to complete my video. I thank you guys for watching. See you in the next. I'm just gonna turn her around so you can see pretty much. Here's the landscape. The sun finally came out. It was cold and rainy earlier, like last night, early this morning. Very cold and nippy. I shouldn't say very cold, but it was cold enough to wear a jacket. With that note, I'm out, you guys. Thanks for watching. And I'm heading back to my corner of the globe.